Hi guys, John here from Optics Warehouse. So you may have seen previously one of our videos that we've uploaded for the rifle scopes on where does your money go. This is going to be the same concept, but we're going to base it on the binoculars. And we've got two different models here today, one at the cheaper end of the scale and one at the more expensive end. So let's start with the cheaper end. So today for the cheaper end, we're going to be using the Delta Chasers. Now, although these aren't particularly a budget one, they are sort of the best of the Chinese quality optics for binoculars that you find today. So bearing in mind with Delta, they have, as I say, the best quality of glass for Chinese, but it still has limitations because it's Chinese glass. So obviously with that, you've got slightly inferior coatings as what you'd have on the more expensive Japanese. Once again, build quality. It's not Japanese made, it's Chinese made, as we said. So the sort of fit, feel, and precision of how it's put together isn't going to be quite as far up as the Japanese lot. However, does that really make a difference as to everyday use? For me personally, not really in binoculars for the actual fit and feel of them. So you're not really going to be missing out on your eye cup adjusters. They work exactly the same way as what they do on the more expensive range. Your focus adjustment, once again, nice, simple, easy to use mechanism. It's not really offensive on how to use it. It's very easy to click across to where you need and very smooth, easy, fast focus on there. Obviously fit and finish. So as I say, it will be slightly inferior. It's a bit more plasticky and hard than the softer rubber you find on these, so it will absorb less of an impact when dropped, but it is rubber coated, so it is going to protect it to a certain degree. Lens caps, they're actually pretty good quality. I'm very happy with the quality of them, and they do the job just fine. Definitely waterproof on there. You're not going to have any problems with that. Obviously, as I say, lens wise for clarity. So with the Chinese glass, you're still going to get a good amount of detail from the image, and you get a good amount of brightness. The things that you'll find where they do fall back on is if you do compare them side by side, if you've got two pairs to look at, or you're out with a friend and they've got a more expensive set of binos, that's the only time you're ever going to really notice a difference for colour aberration, intensity of colours, and just that true image that you get through extra low dispersion glass, especially when it's combined with the Japanese lenses. So, as a set that's just going to do everything you need it to do for a good quality price, good quality finish, Chinese binoculars at this level, you're not really missing out on anything. But let's see what you do get. So moving on to these SIGs, you can tell straight away when you pick them up, the weight of these, they're a lot heavier. So you can tell the build quality is there. The rubber coating on the outside of it, now you can actually feel that it squishes very slightly in the hand from the thickness of the rubber that's used and the density of that. So that will absorb a hell of a heavy impact when that hits the floor. So you know your binoculars are going to be protected if anything does happen in that way. So just pop these off here. As I said, the eye cups on these, they all work in pretty much the same way, but you've got an extra notch on these and they're just making them that little bit more adjustable to personalise to your own use to get the best out of them. Also, the rubber coating around there and the way you've got the knurling on there just makes that bit nicer to use and easier to hold. What the adjustment there, it's a little bit stiffer on this, but very, very smooth. The good thing about it being stiff is it stops it from being knocked and moved about once you've set it to where you like it. Focus on this, obviously you can see here it's got knurled sections and dimples. That allows you to really easily turn that with one finger. Now, for once, the Chinese optic is actually a lot easier to turn, but it does give a very positive movement on there. As I say, it's not too loose. You're not going to sort of go past your focus and have to keep going back. It's just nice, smooth turning to get it where you like it. So, same concept with the flip covers on these. There's not much separating them in quality that wise, but that leads us on to the glass. So, if you're looking for a pair of binoculars that you need to go out bird spotting with, and you need to see that fine bit of detail between one and another, that slight colour change, just to tell exactly what bird that is, or between sexes, male or female, you're going to have to go for something like the SIG binoculars or something with a Japanese extra low dispersion lens coating on there. Reason for that is you don't get the aberration, so you don't get that horrible hue round the image. So these really do come into their own when you are looking at fine detail over a larger distance. So that sort of rounds up where your money goes between the cheaper optics and the more expensive binoculars. So if there is anything we've missed or something you'd like to know more, please feel free to give us a message and give us a call, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Thanks for watching.